What's going on, Pete?
Hey, man.
Getting all the notes?
The Underwear Olympics. The Underwear Olympics.
Yeah.
So something as fundamental as feeding athletes is still an issue, mainly because of budget when you take a look at the biggest factors across sports, whether it's college, Olympic, pro, or military. But there's literally rules that govern how often we can feed athletes before it would be considered an extra benefit at the collegiate ranks, and that's very unique. Those rules are up for deregulation in 2013 that would take effect in 2014, and of course sports RDs or dietitians are very much behind the deregulation concept because we ought to be able to feed all our athletes, whether they're scholarship or walk-on, revenue or non-revenue sports. I know it's an expensive proposition to do it right, but there certainly shouldn't be rules that govern whether we can do it or not, because those rules don't exist any other place in sport. Now, if there are no rules, they deregulate feeding in college, every institution would then be left to sort it out, to figure out what's the best way to do it, and it's going to vary from one campus to the next as to the most appropriate way to go about executing feeding athletes. But let's get creative. Let's go out there and figure out ways to get it done rather than having rules that literally handicap our ability to feed these athletes that truly actually lead to some binge eating outcomes where athletes are waiting for their one permissible training table meal per day, and it stimulates kind of an overconsumption pattern where they starve, and then binge eat and are very reckless about the decisions that they make when they do eat and take in too many calories later in the day, which is when they typically have their one training table meal per day. So deregulation is going to be a good thing because we need healthier dietary patterns that spread the athletes' calories out appropriately over the course of the day. And literally athletes, might eat their 3 meals a day with another 2 to 3 intakes between those meals incidental to their workouts and spread out throughout the day intermittently that are best for keeping their metabolic rates optimized and stimulating recovery. So leave it up to each institution to sort it out. That's really the bottom line. Let's not let cost containment, let's not let competitive equity, political issues compromise the welfare of student athletes any longer.